Imagine dropping $500 on wireless earbuds and still wondering if you've actually bought into superior sound or just a slice of marketing hype dressed in papaya orange. Because let's be honest, most of us have been burned by luxury audio claims before. So here's the big question. Are the Bose and Wilkins Pi8 McLaren Edition truly worth it, or are they just Formula One paint on the same old chassis? When we talk wireless earbuds, the conversation usually circles the same heavyweights. Apple's AirPods Pro lineage, Bose's Quiet Comfort series, Sennheiser's Momentum line. They dominate because they promise great sound, comfort, and reliable noise cancellation. But many of them come with compromises: codecs, battery, tuning, or ecosystem lock. Then, Bose and Wilkins steps in, an iconic name from high-end audio. Now in the ultra-competitive true wireless arena, the Pi8 McLaren Edition isn't just another product launch. It's a statement. But can it truly compete? At nearly $499, the expectations are high. What makes them stand out? Where do they fall short? And more importantly, how do they compare to some of the best-in-class rivals out there now? Let's find out. Out of the box, the Pi8 McLaren Edition feels premium. The galvanic grey shell with papaya accents channels McLaren's racing DNA. The finish is solid, with a weighted feel, not plasticky. The charging case is bulkier than many, but that's by design. It doubles as a Bluetooth retransmitter, letting you plug it into a source and stream audio through the case to the earbuds. Fit is decent. Each bud weighs around 7 grams. The included silicone tips cover most ears, but a number of users mention the seal can be inconsistent, which can affect bass and isolation. This is where Bose and Wilkins flexes engineering. Each bud houses a 12mm carbon cone driver, a lineage borrowed from their speaker tech, combined with a true 24-bit audio pipeline and aptX lossless, adaptive, and classic support. The Pi8 promise resolution few rivals can claim. The marketing line is that the Pi8 capture nuances other drivers miss, and in many expert reviews, that holds true. Strings, vocals, acoustic detail have a clarity that sets them apart. But real-world limitations exist. iPhone users won't get aptX lossless, so if you're deep in Apple's ecosystem, half the value is theoretical. Their adaptive ANC is solid, better than average in preserving sound quality during noise cancellation, though not quite matching Bose or Sony's outright suppression. The 3-mic array per earbud gives usable call performance, but a few users report wind noise and compression under heavy ambient conditions. Battery life is rated at 6.5 hours with ANC on, plus 13.5 hours in the case, around 20 hours total. That's not bleeding edge, but it's serviceable, especially for premium earbuds. Fast charge helps, 15 minutes nets, about 2 hours playback. Wireless and USB-C charging are both included. Again, the retransmission feature of the case is a standout. Connecting via 3.5mm or USB to a source and outputting to the Pi8 makes them more flexible than most premium wireless solutions. Let's address the branding. The McLaren Edition doesn't seem to alter internals. The sound signature, driver architecture, and feature set appear identical to standard Pi8 models. What you're paying for is exclusivity, papaya orange accents, limited edition status, and that racing badge. If you care about that, it's a bonus. If you care about sound alone, you might get the same value from a non-McLaren Pi8. Praise, clarity, detail, function-rich case, premium build. Critique, price versus value, ANC not top tier, fit and seal inconsistencies, iPhone limitations, open questions, mic performance under wind, firmware updates, Codec adoption. Here's where things get interesting. Let's stack the Pi8 McLaren Edition against 3 flagship rivals: AirPods Pro 3, Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra, and Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless 4. Apple's newest flagship in-ears carry big expectations. They feature improved ANC. Apple claims up to 2 times better than AirPods Pro 2. And now include heart rate sensing, live translation, and adaptive audio transparency. They also advertise 8 hours battery life with ANC enabled, and their weight is very light, each bud about 5.5 grams. Strengths compared to Pi8. Seamless integration in Apple's ecosystem. Very strong ANC performance. New features like heart rate tracking and live translation. Lighter and more compact. Weaknesses. On Android, you lose out on premium features. Without aptX lossless, audio fidelity is limited to AAC or SBC, less flexibility in pairing or retransmission, and some features are more nice to have than transformational. Verdict. If you're entrenched in iOS, AirPods Pro 3 is compelling, but audiophiles chasing fidelity, especially on Android, will often find the Pi8 more capable. Bose's Quiet Comfort Ultra earbuds bring a reputation for class-leading ANC and comfort. Their battery life is around 6 hours, or 4 in immersive audio mode, and they support multi-point Bluetooth switching. Strengths compared to Pi8. Top-tier noise cancellation, very good in-call voice isolation, ease of use, and brand trust. Multi-point pairing. Weaknesses. Fidelity leans towards safe tuning. Modest battery life. No retransmission capabilities. Less audiophile tuning. Verdict. If noise cancelling is your top priority, Bose QC Ultra is compelling. But for hi-fi detail, the Pi8 has serious advantages. The Momentum True Wireless 4 represents Sennheiser's premium offering, priced more moderately at around $300. Reviews highlight great sound quality, improved noise cancelling, and a strong feature set. Strengths compared to Pi8. Excellent value, more accessible price point, multi-point and codec support, better battery endurance. Weaknesses. Doesn't match Pi8's detail resolution. Battery drain under immersive modes. No retransmission feature. ANC may fall behind Bose or Sony in extreme conditions. Verdict. Momentum 4 is a strong benchmark for price to performance, delivering a good enough audiophile experience. But the Pi8 stands out when pushing fidelity boundaries. When you size up Pi8 McLaren Edition against AirPods Pro 3, Bose QC Ultra, and Momentum True Wireless 4, here's how the strengths align. Best for pure fidelity and detail. Pi8, best for ANC and noisy environments. Bose QC Ultra, best for iOS ecosystem integration. AirPods Pro 3, best value audiophile pick. Momentum True Wireless 4. So for your use case, if you're an Android user chasing top-tier detail, the Pi8 is a strong buy. If you're commuting through noisy environments, Bose may edge ahead. If you're an Apple user, Pro 3 wins in ease and features. If you want the most bang for buck, Momentum 4 is formidable. After testing, analyzing specs, and comparing real-world competitors, here's my bottom line. The Bowers & Wilkins Pi8 McLaren Edition are not perfect, but they are a bold, audibly ambitious statement. In the world of wireless earbuds, they lean more audiophile than everyman. Their clarity, detail, and driver tech are standout. The retransmission case is a clever utility no one else offers at this level. ANC is good, but not best in class. Fit and seal quirks, and the iPhone ecosystem gap temper their universal appeal. If you're building a serious wireless audio setup, or you want high-fidelity earbuds that can justify a $500 price, The Pi8 McLaren Edition should be on your shortlist. If your priorities tilt more toward noise cancellation, price, or convenience, the Bose QC Ultra or Sennheiser Momentum line may edge out depending on your usage. Which side are you on? Will you lean into fidelity with Pi8? Or trade a little purity for ANC comfort or ecosystem ease? Let me know in the comments. If you found this comparison and deep dive useful, hit like, subscribe, and click the bell so you don't miss the next faceless tech drop. Until next time, listen critically, choose wisely,